Right, so for those of you that know us, you know that we produce tiger nut hook baits. Our main one being coffee and maple flavour, which is a phenomenal bait. Best bait I've ever used, hands down. If I have to use one bait for the rest of my life, it would be the coffee and maple tiger nuts. Some of our customers asked for a pop-up version. We did, so we made them. Run them away. We made these out of tiger nut flour, coffee and maple flavouring, and this is actually first time I used these, the finished product, I caught UK PB common of £43. So I'm a big fan of coffee and maple. It's very different to anything on the market, the coffee flavouring. Don't know what it is, but it definitely seems to be a feed trigger. We were then asked to do a bottom bait, which we've just done. So I've been using this base mix and this flavouring with minus the coffee for 15 years. Always rated maple, which a lot of companies use, but with the coffee it gives it a different element. And nice soft bait. These are a shelf life, but they're a short shelf life, so we don't overload them with preservatives, just enough to keep them. Nice soft bait, breaks down really easy, good flavour signals. We do these obviously in kilo bags. We can do 5 kilo bags. They are £8 a kilo. If you buy in bulk, then we can obviously do your deal on bulk. And the way to get in touch with us is WhatsApp, text, or phone call. 07810166794. I'll try and put that on the screen for you. I'm not very good with technology, as you'll soon find out, but I'll try and do that for you. Or you can go through the website, which is surreycartparticles.co.uk. Next up, we have skunk and garlic. So we do a black garlic tiger nut. Again, awesome bait. I use that a lot. We were asked to replicate that the same as coffee and maple. Didn't come out the way we planned, it actually came out better. So what we do is we use a fish meal base mix. We wanted a fish meal and a nut base. And we added skunk oil. The skunk oil is a dark fruit, like a red fruit. We then added some blackberry and some black pepper, and we came up with these. I'm not a big fan of pop-ups, I don't use them a lot, but this year I've only done 5 nights this year, and I've had 5 fish, and 4 of them have actually been on these, which is, considering my favourite bait is the coffee and maple tigers, these are actually outdoing those at the moment. Whether it's a spring thing or not, I don't know, but there's definitely something in that. So then we get asked to do a bottom bait of this. And again, I've been using this base mix for the last 15 years alongside the maple, and we've just tweaked the flavours over the years, and we've come up with a nice dark, you see that? A nice dark fish meal, again loaded with flavour, not over flavoured, very subtle, but it definitely kicks. So like I said, this is skunk oil, it's a fish meal based mix, skunk oil, black garlic, we also add some black pepper and the blackberry as well. There's a lot of blacks in there actually. Awesome bait, did very well on this a long time ago, but a different combination, and we've had guys testing this and they're all coming back with awesome bait, best they've ever used, etc, etc. So again, £8 a kilo. We can do this, we can do deals on bulk if you want bulk, and just give us a shout. Like I said, WhatsApp, text or phone call 07810166794. You can get us through surreycartparticles.co.uk. And little tip, let me get rid of those because I don't need those anymore. Little tip for you, particularly with the skunk and garlic, is get yourself some skunk and garlic. Chuck them in the mate, we don't need them. Get yourself some hemp oil. I'm going to go with our garlic oil. Did I say hemp oil? Garlic oil. So we do a range of oils, which I'll go through in the next clip, but I'm going to use the garlic, a little bit on the bait, and then you can get our base mix, ground bait, which is the same base mix we use for, this is a fish meal base, base mix. We do this in kilo bags, and again it's the same price, £8 a kilo. But I think we could probably do that cheaper. I'll have a look at the prices. As it's a new product, we just mess around with prices. Get yourself some of that. Cover the oil. You've obviously got oil covered boilies in there. A little bit of the base mix ground bait. And you end up with, once it's had a little bit of time to settle, you end up with, so you can see that, a coated bait. Like so. I'm getting used to cameras and stuff. So what this will do is, most of you are probably doing this already anyway. Coat your bait in oil, give it a couple of hours to soak in, add your ground bait on top, and then what you'll get is all the little droplets of oil will leach off of this, go up in the water column, and they'll take the base mix with it, the ground bait with it. So you then get oil going up, base mix going up with it and dropping down, so you fill the whole water column with flavour, and obviously that will draw the fish down onto your bait on the bottom. And the other thing with using oils is what it does is it indicates that you've got fish on your spot. So if you suddenly get a big oil slick, you know you've either got fish moving that bait around or fish digesting that bait, and obviously they're crapping the oil out and that's going up to the surface. So if you're getting flat spots, you know there's activity going on down there. So put your bait in a bucket, throw some oil on it. Like I said, I recommend the garlic oil if you're using the skunk and garlic, or the hemp oil, which I'll show you in a minute. Throw some ground bait on it, leave it for a little while, let it settle, give it a couple of hours, and then off you go.